Hi, this is Aka, and welcome back to my channel. We got some breaking news from California via ABC News in New York. The Melendez brothers looks like they're not going to be celebrating Thanksgiving or Christmas at home. They'll be celebrating still in jail. And let's get into it. It's from Eyewitness News, New York. It says Melendez brothers resentencing recommendation hearing pushed back to late January by Emily Shapiro, ABC News. The Eric and Lyle Melendez infamous case was back in court Monday for a hearing regardless the brothers' habeas corpus petition, I don't know how to pronounce these things, which was filed last year for a review of new evidence not presented at trial. At the hearing, statements from two relatives of the victim, a judge had scheduled a 2-day hearing to start on January 30th, 2025. One piece of news One piece of the new evidence is the allegations from a former member of the boy band Menudo, who revealed last year he was awed by the brother's father, Jose Melendez. The second pair of evidence is a letter Eric Melendez wrote to his cousin 8 months before the murder, detailing his alleged abuse from his father. The cousin testified about the alleged abuse at trial, but the letter, which would have corroborated the cousin's testimony, was not found until several years ago, according to the brothers' attorneys. Why was this letter missing? The Monday afternoon court appearance was scheduled as a status hearing. The hearing was delayed 40 minutes due to the challenges to trying to get the brothers to be available in court via video. After several attempts, the brothers were able to listen to the proceeding on the phone. There was a lottery held for 16 public seats in the courtroom. Dozen members of the public arrived early in the morning to wait for a chance to witness the hearing. Judge Michael DeCis allowed testimony Monday of the two elderly Melendez family members due to health concerns. DeCis, the judge, said he needs time to go through the 17 boxes of file on the case and says he wants to give the new elected L.A. District Attorney ample time to get up to speed. So the old Attorney General, or whatever his name is, District Attorney Gaston, whatever his name is, he was kicked out of office. George Gascony got kicked out of office. The DA lost to the stinking George Soros money grab. So, let's see. Two pieces of evidence are at the center of the brothers' habeas corpus petition. One allegation is the former member of the boy band Menudo, of course, revealed what he did to him. Let's see. I don't know why they're repeating this again. His father, Jose Melendez. The second, of course, the letter that Eric Melendez wrote to his cousin 8 months before the murders, detailing what happened to him, but they couldn't find the letter until several years ago. So I don't know why this was found now, several years ago. So the case began in 1989 when Lyle Melendez, then 21, and Eric Melendez, then 18, fatally shot their parents, Jose and Katie Melendez, in the family Beverly Hills home. The defense claimed the brothers acted in self-defense after engaging years of sexual abuse by the father, but prosecutors alleged they killed for money. The first trial, which had separate juries for each brother, ended in mistrials. In 1996, after the second trial, during which the judge barred much of the sex abuse evidence, the brothers were convicted and both sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms without parole. As the habeas corpus petition moved through the courts, the brothers had 2 other potential paths of freedom. One path is to resentencing. Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascony announced last month he was recommending the brothers' sentence of life without the possibility of parole to be removed, and they should just instead be sentenced for murder, which would be a 50-year to life. Because both brothers are under 26 at the time of the crimes, they'll be eligible for parole immediately with new sentencing. The DA's office said its resentencing recommendation will take into account many factors, including the rehabilitation in prison and abuse or trauma that contributed to the crime. Gascony praised the work Eric and Lyle Melendez did behind bars to rehabilitate themselves and other inmates. Shortly after Gascony's announcement, he lost his race for re-election to Nathan Hochman. The incoming DA, who's set to take office on December 2nd, says he plans to read through the evidence, including the confidential prison files, and interview families, lawyers, and law enforcement before showing his support for the sentencing. The other possible path to freedom is the brothers' request for clemency, which they submitted to California Governor Gary Newsom. Last week, Newsom said he deferred Hochman's reviews and analysis of the Melendez case prior to making any clemency decisions. And ABC News' Alex Stone contributed to the report. So, what happened was, back in the 80s, Eric and Lyle Melendez, they claimed they were being abused by their father, and the mother wasn't doing anything. So that's why they decided to shoot them both dead. They then made up the story about, how the parents got killed, and they did get their inheritance at one time. For the law caught up with them, and they had these two trials. The first one was mistrials, and the second one was a conviction. And they were sentenced to life in prison without parole. Now, until later this year, I had no idea about an incident involving a member of a noodle band. They're not even saying who it is. They had an incident with the father of Eric and Lyle Melendez, or the letter. I'm finding this now as you're finding it now. We have to see what happens. But unfortunately, when George Gascony came up with this, his welcome in L.A. was very, very short. They had enough of him in his crime wave. They made jokes about the crime in L.A. is so bad that they're breaking into every house except P. Diddy's house. I know, it's so funny I forgot the last two. So. Yes. We have to see what happens. Well, right now they're not going to be getting out of jail anytime soon. So they're going to miss Thanksgiving, and they're going to miss Christmas and New Year's. No parties for them for this time. So this is how I can say so long for now, and don't forget to stop.